Hey guys, how's it going? Shinobi here, bringing you a Dota 2 video this time. I've been playing this game more and more often. I've been learning every little trick and tip that I can possibly learn to make myself better at the game so I can eventually be very good at it. For right now though, I'm just kind of learning the ropes and just kind of understanding what each hero does and just kind of understanding through the game. Some history that I've had playing games like this is considered a multiplayer online battle arena, or as you might have heard people say, a MOBA. Now, games that have been like this in the past have been League of Legends, Heroes of Newerth, but the original Dota is what started it all. That's where League of Legends and Heroes of Newerth came from, was the original Dota. So I've been working on strategies for myself to improve my own gameplay while trying to learn this game. It's a very competitive game, has a tough learning curve, but with my help and a little bit of practice on your end, maybe we both can make ourselves better at this game and eventually have a really fun time playing it, because it is overall a very fun game. Sometimes very frustrating, but overall a very enjoyable game. So let's get into some of the tips on the game. Now, the first thing I can pretty much tell you that I know for myself is definitely one of the hardest things about this game, and that is understanding what each hero does. Now, in all the games, League of Legends, Dota, Heroes of Newerth, they all have a lot of different heroes, and they all do a lot of different things. Even though they only have 4, sometimes 5 abilities, that doesn't really mean that, they're just very simple classes or very simple heroes to understand. So understanding pretty much what every one of them does is going to give you a big advantage as you're learning how to do this. If you don't try to understand and you only learn your own hero instead of trying to learn the other ones that you're playing against or playing with, you're going to be at a very big disadvantage. So that's definitely a big aspect on this game, because there's so many different heroes in this game that you really have to break each one of them down. I'd say probably the best way of learning all of them, other than just practicing and playing the game normally, is actually just going online and researching what every one of them does. So when you do go up against them, you're actually going to have an advantage, because you're going to be like, okay, I know that he has this ability, but he doesn't have enough mana for it. I'm going to go in and kill him. He's dead. So it's kind of just one tip that I can give you, and that's something that I'm doing right now, is researching all of the heroes so that I have a better understanding, so that I'm more prepared, so that when I go up against someone that's not as experienced as I am on knowing what all the heroes do, then I'm going to have a big advantage and probably win. Now, when I was playing Heroes of Newerth, I kind of made a mistake, but at the same time, it was kind of a good learning experience. When I started playing, I was told by a friend of mine to try and understand all the heroes. Now, I just told you to do that exact same thing. That's true, but what you want to stay away from is playing all the heroes. Now, yeah, eventually you will learn what all the heroes do, and you'll get good with all the heroes, but there are so many in this game that it's going to take you a very long time. The quickest way to get better at the game quicker is pretty much just playing one hero. Master one hero at a time. Now, if you're very new at these type of games and you never played them before, then I would suggest maybe a hero that has a lot of passive abilities. But with this, that's pretty much what I've been doing, is I've been just mastering them one at a time. If I start playing Dro and I see that like 10 games I'm doing like really well, my KDR is really good, I'm going like 19-3 like almost every game. Okay, you pretty much learned what to do on that hero. Now switch to another one, and pretty much just pick heroes based off of your play style. There are 3 different kinds of play styles you can pick from. You have your strength heroes, your carries, and your support classes, or your support heroes. So what are you? Are you a support hero? If you're a support hero, then you're not supposed to get any kills. You're supposed to help set up the kills and keep your hero teammates alive by stunning things, by healing, by swapping out heroes. There's so many different aspects to that. So it's important that you know your role when you're playing one of these heroes, because every single person on your team and on the opposing team plays such a big factor. Sometimes if you have just a really bad player on your team, you're going to lose. That's pretty much how it goes. They're going to keep feeding. And if you don't know what that term means, feeding is pretty much when you're just dying over and over again, and you're feeding the other players, so they're getting more and more gold and all that kind of stuff. So pretty much figuring out which hero is right for you is what's going to help you get better at the game and much faster. So the last tip that I want to give you guys is there's pretty much two ways of playing that I find enjoyable in Dota 2, which are really great learning experiences. One is playing with friends especially that are good at the game, that can actually help you out as you're going. You know, I play with my one friend Jesse. He's very good at these games, and he actually is helping me get a lot better. So when we go into a game, I say, okay, what do those heroes do? He tells me. Then I'm like, okay, great. What kind of item should I build on this hero? And he tells me. It's really nice to have somebody like that. So if you know somebody experienced, queue up with them and play some games with them. Another thing you can do is practice versus the AI, which is the computer. You can do that. That's nice too, so you don't have to actually go against players. If you feel like you're really bad at a certain hero, you can really just practice in there, and it definitely does pay off, and that's a really cool feature in this game. So if you made it all the way to the end of this video, I'm going to be doing a special giveaway just for you. If you are subscribed to my channel, you leave a comment down below and you throw me a like. I'd appreciate it if you did that. You don't really have to for the contest, but if you do, I'd appreciate it. I gave away 4 keys last week for Dota 2, and I messaged those people on YouTube. If you want a chance to win a Dota 2 key so you can play this game if you've never played it before, or maybe you want to give the key to a friend so he can play it, that's all you have to do is just be subscribed, hit a comment down below, maybe put some of your tips in there for some things you can tell other players to do to get better at Dota 2 and all that kind of stuff. So I want to thank you for watching. My name is Shinobi, and I'm going to get playing this game a lot more so that I can get a lot better at it and give you guys better footage, better tips, and overall a more enjoyable experience. Until next time, thanks for watching.